Okay, so don't know if anyone's in here yet. Okay, I'm gonna restart my stream client real quick. Okay, I can see your comments now. Sorry, I was jumping between a few different windows and things like that. I hope you guys can hear me all right. If you can, just let me know in the chat. I can see your chat. Um, Apparently, it looks like between stuff I actually do and when you see it seems to be about 10-15 seconds. This is my first time streaming with YouTube, so I'll try and edit some settings later, see what I can do to make it a little easier. But I'll keep looking in chat. I've got a monitor over here with my OBS and the YouTube chat and things like that. Then on this other screen over here is what you see right now. It says planned release coming soon. So I'm going to restart my Steam and hopefully that's going to help us. I've already got, as you can see here too, number of different windows and lists for things that I want to check on or be sure that I test today and don't forget about and things like that. So I'm going to be really particular, especially about looking at his mechanics and Hitman cancels, misstep cancels, punch parry. Did anything change on these things or how they act? So I'll restart Steam, and hopefully, if I can get into the game, we will get into this soon. So we'll exit Steam. So yeah, I restarted Steam about I don't know, maybe I think it's like 302 or 303, and it still didn't pop up for me. So I'm really hoping I'm not just sort of locked out of Tekken 8 for some strange reason right now. Yeah, suit pants are on too this time. Let's see. Started up the process for it, unpacking. Oh my god, is this the Murakumo? Yep, hi Nilly. How's it going? Suit pants are indeed on today. Uh, okay. This item is not yet available. Why not? Okay, starting download. I already downloaded it though. Unpacking, okay. So I'm officially part of the Unpack gang now. While it's unpacking, let's just kind of take a look at some of the things I want to look at and test. Um, so the Hitman stance cancels. Some things look like they transition a little faster now. So I want to see if we still have the extra 2 frames on it holding back, or extra 1 frame going through down back. Can we still slide that in the buffer period and get that cancel? Misstep cancels I'm really interested to look at, because unless I'm just a crazy person, I'm almost certain during the demo that forward forward was fully bufferable, so you could do it in the buffer period and the dash would come out immediately. But misstep cancel's always been really weird for us. So like it would only take the first input, and that's been the problem on like back 2 to back 1 link and things like that. If you press back and 1 on the same frame, you'd get it in the buffer period and it would come out, but if you pressed back even 1 frame before it, you wouldn't get the 1, you'd just get the back on recovery. But if they somehow normalized this to be like other buffers now, and we could buffer forward out of it, I think that we would get this. We would get back to forward neutral, and then forward input in the buffer, and then on recovery, forward, and the 3 has to be at least 1 frame later, otherwise it gives you forward 3, but that would be back +2 into while running +3/4. So depending on what changes they've left us with this would be super cool to see it possible now. It technically connected in Tekken 7, but the input was so tight, like there was some video of it being done. I myself have done it like 3 times, but it was hundreds and hundreds of tries. It wasn't something that you could do consistently in match. But if they change the buffer stuff on this might be an option for us now. Okay, so all good. How about you? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Surviving, trying to get my YouTube career going a little bit for a little extra cash on the side, but I need more watch hours, so like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have I seen the recent stuff we noticed in Lee Cord? Well, Lee Cord's been popping off a lot, so what recent stuff? Um, I saw that like the 4-4 series was 9 -14 on block. Um, I saw while standing 2-3 to heat burst. So I'll try and keep looking over here too to see the chat, but it's not really directly in my line of vision. Oops. Okay. Alright, so still unpacking. Looks like we got a little time left. I'll try and keep checking the chat, but also keep looking through this. So Punch Parry, I was really excited to see when we were looking through the move list video that it was +14. But then I realized in Tekken 7 they also said it was +14, which is a bald-faced lie. It was +7 back then, before action could start. Want to check Acid Rain from the back. Does it still just knock down, or do we get like the crumple and still some follow-ups? Because that could be good for a high option. I know Punch Parry 4 does like 4 more damage now, so we really, if we want to go the gambling option, we really need to find some enticing stuff for it. So I-13 should be guaranteed from the back, so down forward 4-4 and see what happens. What does it put us in if we do that from behind before heat, during heat, and after heat? We can also float with that if we do down forward 1-2-2-1 and they try and turn down back. We'll hit and float from behind and we can connect to that. So we might have some options for that. So I will just um, kind of check through that a little and stuff off of the punch parries. For those of you just getting in, it's unpacking. So that's why we're in here right now. Just kind of looking at the notes and the things that I will be testing in a few minutes. So heat engagers, maybe things for pressure. Okay, so after the knockdown heat engagers where we can get a grounded hit, but they're not floating, so we're not in heat when we do them yet, or anything that leaves us in that state where you can get like one grounded hit. I want to check and see if we can get Hitman 1 plus 2 real quickly, just like the old up forward 3 plus 4 into Hitman 1 2, popping them off the ground there. We might be able to pop them up a little, which would give us some like small pseudo combos if we're close enough to the wall when we do that. So heat dash and combos, check that. And I want to check post heat properties for these moves too. So you don't have heat for it to go into, you don't have heat to heat dash out of, but after the heat's gone. So for example, I think that'll be really important off of down forward 4-4. Where does it leave us when it doesn't engage into heat or after we use it? Duh, 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 duh. Yeah, so buffers I want to check. It seems like forward can be buffered now from most stuff, so we'll see if that applies again to misstep or not, or if that's still funky. I heard while running moves could be buffered fully, but I think that's only during heat engager. I think that was Morning Lord talking about that. So also want to check if that can be done off of the heat dash, the forward. If nothing else, at least we get while running 3-4 through that. Um, oh, and also, so we had a lot of stuff that had no buffer period before. So throws did not have a buffer period after them. So even where you could get Oki, you had to time it. Um, and then Mist Trap counted as a throw, so there was no buffer period after that. Any part of the 10 hit strings had no buffer period after. So like if we do down forward 1-2-2 for natural combo, they tried turning down back, so we continued to the 1 to float from behind, and then we had some follow-ups like on Marduk and Fakumram. You could get forward 4-1 into a full combo, but I think it was like a 2 frame window or something and no buffer on it, so it was really tight. Look at Hitman stance buffers as well, and there were some weird things before, just like how we could slide through for the cancel, we could slide from down back down to down forward right kick in the buffer period, and it would on recovery give us a silver tail out of it every time. So I want to check if that kind of stuff is still around. And then again, as mentioned before, the misstep cancel, I want to see if we still have the really funky misstep cancel where it only takes the first input, or if we can do other stuff, including getting the forward out of it, because that would really help us. And one more thing that I'm going to add here. What was it? I was just thinking, and then my train of thought derailed. Uh, uh, step 3-4. Oh god, I lost it. There was something else I wanted to check for a buffer, but I can't remember it now. Rip. Oh yeah, yeah. Uh, Blazing Kick. So traditionally, Blazing Kick has not been bufferable because even though it doesn't go to a stance like other moves, the problem is for whatever reason you have to hold the down back 1 frame before pressing the right kick. So if you press down to down back and you hit the right kick on the same frame as the down back, I think it would just give us the generic low kick. And because of this, we couldn't buffer it into recovery. So I just want to make sure to double check and see if that's changed. It would be nice if we could actually buffer it now. It would make stuff like Acid Rain to Blazing Kick infinitely easier. Um, let's see where my unpacking's at. Okay, we're almost half done. Not quite. Maybe 40% ish. Um, so yeah, I want to check wall mechanics. I want to check slump, which has pretty much stayed the same since it has existed, or I guess from Tekken 6 onward. It was a little different in Tekken 5, and 4 had its different set of wall mechanics. So 6.0, actually, we could get one more hit on almost all of our wall stuff. Um, and it was reduced by 1 as we went to 6BR, and then it stayed pretty much the same since then for. So what I mean by slump, if anyone's in here is new, um, is the more hits you do on the wall, the faster they slump down. So it's kind of like how in our juggles mid stage, the more hits you do, the more momentum they get. So it actually produces more pushback for every hit as we go late into combos. And on the wall, the more wall hits we have, the quicker they slump down the wall. Um, And sometimes we can mess around with these mechanics, like I think the tornado moves that pop them back up on the wall will not count because it's not immediately walling them. Any high wall hits, don't count, and anything that spikes, so they're not hitting back into the wall, doesn't count. And though that's not as much of a thing here without the bound mechanic. And then low wall hits also don't count. So basically, where it does like the 70% and they look kind of floored. Back, 4, 3. Please, please, please. I doubt this is in. This is just a really weird thing in Tekken Tag 2. For some reason, some very odd reason, Lee's back 4 only if you canceled the Hitman stance, and only if they were really high in the hitbox, it would hit twice. And this is a really big damage hit. So you could do stuff like, with good timing, if you did like tag assault on the wall to Lee and back 4-3 when he's in as the second character, then you'd get this hit twice as a high wall hit, so it's not counting towards slump. You could get some big damage there, but so I doubt this is in. It only existed in that game so far. And it wasn't in 7, so I don't really expect it to be back. But we'll check just in case. What else was I thinking here? So we have like... Oh, I want to know what happens with sidewall stuns, because in some old games they were really good, and then Tekken 7 it was like, I hate my life, why did I get a smaller damage combo for this? We'll look at spikes, and do they take longer? How much longer? So, like, there was that main man video where he does cause forward 4, and then Demon Scissors would hit people that recover using back, which was a lot longer than it used to be. We saw already Hitman up forward 4, pins them to the ground long enough to get up back 3, which is great. Um, yeah, here's the other thing. I wanted to check while running +3-4 with while running +3 low wall. So in Teg 2, I think this was untechable, but in Tekken 7, there just A, wasn't much use for it, but B, they could actually tech roll before the forward come. But if this were to prevent the tech again, and especially if we can do forward buffer out of the misstep cancels, then we could probably get something on the wall where we misstep into while running 3-4 with the 3 hitting low wall and then the 4 spiking, and they can back recover it, but we would have a ton of pressure. Or like, I don't know if you're in heat, like come up into a mistrap or something like that. So those will be some of the things I test. Let's see right now. 50 gigs in done packing. Okay, still got a little more. Hi, Saeda. She's up in class right now. Yeah, thanks for dropping in, but pay attention to your class, please. You can always watch this later, and you talk to me a lot anyway, so, I'll nerd out and give you the rundown anyhow. Let's see. So, Tornado, I um, still haven't seen people differentiating the terms. Um, so the tornado feels like the one where they bounce off the ground. I saw people saying that, but there's the one where they spin up in the air, like off of back 2-4-3, or while standing 2-4. And they seem to be able to tech as they come down, so it just kind of gives some extra time during the combo. I want to call that corkscrew. I think technically, like, Screw in Tekken 7 was called a corkscrew, but this seems more like a corkscrew. Like, they're barrel rolling through the air as they do it. I haven't really seen any, like, formalization of the nomenclature for that, and actually in the practice mode, it lists if it's a tornado move, but on the moves that do this other property, I didn't see anything listed in it in the demo and stuff like that. This class is more important. Yeah, don't fail your other classes, though. You gotta pass. Um, yeah, so also wondering, mistrap on the wall, does it lead to anything? We might get some Oki off it. Again, that also depends on what is the buffer window like, because that made a difference with his Oki before. There wasn't a ton of Oki in 7 compared to the old games, but if it's similar to 7, probably if we are angled slightly left on the wall, like the wall's slightly closer to our right, then it prevents them from back recovering away from our forward 3, so we might have some oki options with the mistrap finish on the wall, depending on our angle to the opponent too. And at least in the old games, it is important to note that the angle the mistrap would animate at was dependent upon your opponent's direction, not yours. So if we did sidestep right and then did a mistrap, it wouldn't make any difference in the angle as long as the opponent was the same direction. It just like sucks us into their direction on the animation. Uh, so heat and combos. I was talking with AZ. I didn't put up our little podcast thing yet. It was just kind of like preparation for this and things that we wanted to investigate or that we were excited for and things like that. But one of the things I think we were both excited for was it seems like there are a lot more places to make decisions in this game. So Tekken 7 felt a little bit like, well, here you're going to have one optimal combo. And here I think we'll have to make choices like, do we want to save the tornado or burn it early? Do we want to save it for the wall? So this is a little bit like the older like BR where you could save the bind for the wall and you do like a boundless wall carry, get to the wall, and then you get more wall damage off of that. So do we want to save the tornado or burn it? We have some options like forward forward 2, I think is a tornado move, and it would be really strong in combo if it didn't burn our tornado, if we had that option. So I think there's some things like if we hit up back 3 counter hit and it immediately spends the tornado, or if we low parry, I feel like this is going to be the strongest first hit starter is forward forward 2, misstep 4 up 3. Um, and we'll see. I'll get access to this in a few minutes. But do we want to save the tornado or burn it? Do we want to save the heat or burn it? Um, so how do we want to use the heat? Carry or damage or pressure? Like if we are in heat and we finish with like a while running 3-4, they can back recover, but it forces them to where we can get like either while running 3-4s again or feather landing, or situations where we get like feather landing +5 and then they have to block more and they're taking a bunch of chip damage. And say we've got a lot of chip on them and we just want the one hit, maybe we force them to block while standing 3-3, there's more chip, and now they have an unsteppable mix-up between the down 3 or the down forward 3 there, and they have to choose, and if they choose wrong, all that chip damage disappears on them when we get the hit, or a lot of it, I think. Maybe I'm missing something about the mechanics there, but we'll find it out. And then, of course, combo choices after heat. And there might be some moves that we wanted to use, but we couldn't because it was a heat engager or something like that. So I think I'm really excited that we have to pay a lot of attention to the situation and make decisions instead of just like running dial a combo and things like that. I like when we have to do the decision making and reactions on the offense. Um, yeah, and so like I mentioned here, post tornado, I can use forward forward 2, forward neutral is probably a strong hit. We'll see how much advantage it gives us in the in like frame advantage too. It might be easier, for example, to do forward forward 2, especially the just frame version, forward neutral into back 1-1. We'll check some of those things. Um, okay. Do 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 do. Where are we at on the unpacking? Almost there. About 10 more gigs. Wake up mechanics, I want to see a little more. I see there are the moves that affect their knockdown wake up. Um, like I'm guessing down back 3 might do that. So some turn them from top to bottom, some turn them from front to back, and some will do both at the same time. And I think people in the demo were overstating how strong that is, but I think we can have a tempered approach to it. They're like, oh, it guarantees this at the wall, and it doesn't seem to, because any of those hits, they can tech roll off of it, it seems. However, what we know is certain positions, the tech roll would be more compact. So, like before at the wall, in Tekken 7, we had like misstep 4. You don't do it immediately, so they're airborne. Dash up back 3, and then feather landing, and even if they tech rolled, it was very compact, so it would force them to block the feather landing, and then we're +4. So we might be able to use some things like this where we do a hit and we expect that they can tech, but their tech might force them into a certain area where we can like get plus frames or something like that, or maybe even slide mix-ups where we slide past because of the angle, so it's less punishable than normal and things like that. Yeah, I want to check the back recovery and up recovery. I saw if they're face up, feet away, and they roll towards you, it actually rolls still, but we'll see what happens. Is there a quick back recovery? Is it different? Are they vulnerable during certain frames? So I'm not sure if we'll get through all of this today, but we'll try and get through what we can. Um, so I'll have probably about 2 hours of streaming, take a break for some food and a quick raid, and in WoW, and then it's BFD and Season of Discovery, so it's really short. It'll be less than an hour. Then I'll be back for more streaming after that. Yeah, let's see. Getting close. Got 2.5 more gigs. We're almost there, boys. Almost there. Okay. All right. Yeah, I had some old notes about changes too. Yeah, I want to check down forward 323 from the back. We know that at least from the front, it doesn't launch anymore. But does it give the same kind of knockdown where it sits them on their butt and they get up? Does it put them face forward? Does it keep them back turned? Because if we get plus 13 from it, but they're still back turned, we might, still get something afterwards. Because it takes them frames to turn as well and stuff like that. And even like on the plus moves, like say we've got like a heat engager, I'm interested to know how does down forward 4-4 on a heat engager work from the back? Because okay, maybe it hits, it forces the run in, it has the plus frames, but they're guardable, right? But if they're back turned, they can't guard immediately. So we might still get some guaranteed stuff off of things like that. So I want to play around with that sort of stuff too. Um, okay. All right. Here we go, boys. I'm gonna hit this, and then I'm gonna switch us over just a little bit on OBS so that it's capturing from the game instead of just the screen. I think I need to change my audio output too. Sound settings. Okay, there we go. Right, just grabbing my stick real quick. Hey, OBS is freaking out. Tekken 8 is freaking out. I'm freaking out. What's happening? Yeah, let's allow. Okay. This is yeah, it's very much freaking out. Let me change this in OBS real quick.
Our destiny is my connection now. A feeling in my soul. It's beyond the reach of most mere mortals. Take a stand. So remember.
There we go.
No surrender.
So in chat, let me know if this hear the sound and see the screen? I think we missed Lee. He didn't quite run it. Sorry to hate the anime opening for watching that. No, that's not what DNA looks like. There are no chains. Okay. Alright, nothing's happening. While nothing's happening, I'm just gonna drop my link to another Discord. And there we go. Kazuya's staring at us like a creeper. Let me bring OBS up again. Oh, no. Kazu's lagging out. I'm gonna try and close a few things. Okay. Alright. It's my stick not. Awesome. Oh, okay. That's my stick is working. Great. I'm not sure if I can tell you if Acid Rain is easier or not. I will try. But it'll be hard to say definitively without like using macros to check on the frame ranges, which is something I'll do, just probably not today. It's a really old stick I have here, so left button. Do I want that for anything? And that button is disconnected inside of my stick right now, so that's super awesome. But I'll still have to fix it later. Confirm and exit. No, I already got that. Okay, now it switched those things backwards. So I hit that next one. Yeah, cross-platform play. What do I do here, guys? I don't know if this makes a difference. I guess we'll just say on for now. I can probably change this later. HDR off. I don't have that. Adjust brightness. We'll keep it as dark as Kazuya's soul. Cool. Adjust until I can see the image on the right. Oh, never mind. What's the image on the right? I still don't see an image on the right. Awesome. Okay, and for some reason, OBS just decided to make this a quarter of what it was since it finally scaled to my screen. There we go. I think that should be working now. Yeah, I don't have a 4K monitor. Please enter a player name. Alright, been using this since, what, 99? 98? We'll just go with that. Though, interestingly, and I don't know how old he is, there's a Feng player from Hiroshima that apparently also in Tekken 7 started using the name Murakumo, so One of my friends was like, I had to beat him to defend your honor. Uh, but I'm the original. Been using this too long. That's my Tekken ID. Do I copy that? Is this something I need? Okay, whatever. Alright, sorry that took so long. Oh god, welcome to the world of Tekken 8. Please don't force me. Okay, sure, cool. I just want the Mogujin. I really hope they add actual Mogujin. Offline practice, here we go. Alright. Okay, no, that's it. I saw he had the Tekken 4 costume before. Just go with
Lee Chaolan. Excellent.
Okay, who has one punch in the face? We'll wait for their stuff. You know who's always gets punched in the face? Especially with his new hair. Paul is
Gotcha.
especially with this. What? That's a big stage. So we'll use this. It's technically not infinite, but I saw a video showing it takes 40 seconds to backdash to the wall.
Get ready for the next battle.
More or less infinite-ish. It's like the airport stage in Tekken 4. Oh, my voice is a little low compared to the game. Okay. Let's try and change that in OBS. How about now, Nilly? Give me some feedback. Oh yeah, I'm in heat now. Easiest mistrap ever. Just smash it out. Okay, forward 4 into up back 3. Works, okay. So we still get that combo. Okay, I wonder. Not close enough. What are we plus here? 38? If we can get them before they get grounded, it should tornado like that. So I'm just wondering. Nah, maybe they're considered fully grounded there. But I think at wall we do get it. We'll try that over here. Sorry, I know I'm not keeping towards the notes that I said I would. Oh god. Oh, not 2. Yeah, what am I doing? 1, 2. Okay. So, get to try this. No, fully grounded off that, so that doesn't pop them up. How about here? What? Is that angle? Oh yeah, angle. Okay. So, yeah, this is one of the things I thought we'd have. This on counter hit at wall, we can put them back on the wall using up back 3. I wonder about, no, that's not quick enough. Or at least not where I did. Ooh! Ooh! I think that's in the bufferable period. Yeah, so forward does seem bufferable. Yep, forward is definitely bufferable. Can we do a full forward 3 buffered? Not sure if that was or wasn't. I think so. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just late on that. But anyway, so let's go back to this stuff real quick. So, counter hit down back 3-4, hit the wall. Oh, sidewall, everyone's least favorite thing ever. Now, it looks like, yeah, sidewall kind of sucks, but we'll see. Yeah, so, down back 3-4, up back 3. We don't get high wall off it, though. What about... So what's the timing for that? Just a quick forward, I guess. So you're not taking any dash on it. Oops. No, not that. Anyway, I'll try and get better at stuff later. But we should at least off of this get, you know, if nothing else, then the old wall combo. No! Did I? I lost the cancel here, it feels like. Yeah, maybe we'll find some other cancels, but this seems a lot harder now. Yeah, I used to use that a lot because I thought it was easy to see this versus this. So I used to do the cancels, but it's not as smooth anymore, or at least the timing's changed. Maybe we can get smooth at it. Okay, I'm gonna check. The chat real quick. Okay. No, Lee's Mansion. Sorry, I'll do that when I get to some wall stuff. Can I do the position reset? Okay. Do we still only get feather landing off the command grab? Not at the wall. Oh yeah, let me test a couple things here. Oh wow, that pulled him off the wall. Might be because it's kind of offense opponent actions. After a blocker hit, let's do standing block. That'll help reorient him. Okay, what about forward 2 there. So I still don't think we get high wall there, but no, it looks like not, but still good damage. The other thing, if we do this, because we're one hit into it, the last hit on this should hit low wall, so we can just do stuff like what's that low wall on the last one? Said damage 50%. I feel like that was not low wall then. No, but they definitely slump faster later. So, but it's interesting. That was interesting there that we can do that still on with one hit before it. Part of why that's interesting is that should still give us maybe this after? So that might be angle dependent. So we might get some stuff like that. I think only one hit of that feather landing hit there, but whoops. Let's try. Okay, so if we're too far in the front, that's not going to guarantee that. I feel like I need... Is it just... No. What's the timing on this? Okay, I don't quite get the timing for that yet, but... Yes, we want to be at an angle there. Oops. I'm still trying to do the old input for it. Wonder if we have time for a quick sidestep there. Yep. So I think that's going to be pretty good damage. I wonder if we can... Oh, no, that puts him up itself. So maybe we could do that to misstep to that, but it would probably be later in a combo after Tornado. Okay, let's see. Nerf command grab. They nerfed command grab? How did they nerf command grab? More recovery on Lee. You have time to forward 3-4. Problem is, opponent can stand up to alleviate damage. Hey, if they stand up and they get hit by forward 3+4 standing, we're +8 at least, depending on range, +9. Like I don't mind that. Probably count as airborne too, so they... Oh, like trying to stand up and they still get hit. Oh, yeah, so someone is saying try this on wall. Oops. To... Up back 3. So let's put them on stand because that was the... Yeah, the wake up is stand up. So that was the recovery before. Oh, yeah, we should try that while we're at this. Can they still stand block that? Yes, they can. But we could get stuff like... Do. That should work. Let's see if they have the same thing as before. Oh, whoops. I just wanted one of those. Sorry. But yeah, so still force detect there, if we do that. Oh, and it resets that, so... that's better now, that forces them to tech. And if the tech is the same, we're still at +2 when they do tech, so we can bait some counter hits and things like that. But yeah, let's see. So we got... So that's guaranteed. I should probably just do this since they can't normally roll anymore. It's not going to hit both unless they try to like spring kick or toe kick or something. Actually, I wonder, out of curiosity. No, they don't stay down long enough for that. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we got this. That heat engages. Ooh, that wall splats. This is a really good whiff punish if we're out here and they like whiff one jab or something. It still registers as a combo with a delay. And if it registers as a combo there, that usually means that it's natural, because like this will not. So none of this is natural from one to the other. So I think down forward 4-4 is semi-hit confirmable. It seems that as long as you can do the extension, it is natural. There's just not a very long delay. So we're probably not actually looking at the hit. And pro tip, if you do have hit confirm stuff for Lee or other players, sometimes it's a little harder to differentiate here. The easiest binary way is to look at their life bar. And if their life bar moves or you see any red, then you do the second hit. But I think there's just not enough time on this to react and do that, so we're kind of sticking it out. And if you see that they're moving or doing a move into it or something like that, you're not really confirming the hit itself, you're confirming their movement before that they're going to run into it. Okay. So, I'll try the thing Millie was talking about again. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that works. If you want to burn your tornado early, I'm not sure I necessarily would. I would probably keep the tornado for later in the combo. But we'll see how it works out later with juggle damages and stuff. Okay, so you're saying this recovers... Oh, so they take less damage that way. See, I don't think it's super bad though, so we're +5 there. It's 2 better than normal, which means you're probably not getting launched by most people if you do this. If you do the slide from here. And if I don't get any movement, if I get the just frame slide, which I'm not sure of the timing yet, but I think we can force them if they do try and recover like that here. Oops. Sorry, I'm getting used to new inputs, and this is not my normal stick. But yeah, like we'll get better frames there on it. Let's see what is yeah, like +8 there. Which can be interesting. If we're at least +8, we should guarantee while standing 2 from behind. They might be able to turn and take it from the front, but basically like so we can get up to +9 back there, and +9 should actually guarantee a knee if you feel like you're hitting at the very tip of it. So there's +8. And then, you know, you can combo and stuff off that. So I think it'll be really interesting if we find any sweeps or things like that, or areas where if they wake up, or wake up with like an up recovery or something, that we hit the slide from max range, because we're going to be guaranteeing stuff off of it. Even if we're like +4 from here, okay, that's still 3. So it looks like there's a gap from about like range, maybe range 0 to range 2, that it's still just +3. But if we get at least, I think it's +4 off of it from behind, we should at the very least get infinite kicks. And then if they tried turning with down back, we can see it. So from behind we would get more, we would get that. 45, does down forward version do more? 47, yeah. And if they turned with an attack or holding back, it would still hit probably, but we get the 2 hits off of it. Let's see, so we're looking at this. Oh, that doesn't hit anymore. Down forward 4 used to hit grounded there. 33 versus this by itself does 17 and 3, so that's 20 damage. 34. So I feel like this is somewhat bufferable now, or at least more than before. Yeah, that's bufferable now. Blazing Kick is now bufferable. That's a good change. So yeah, it looks like damage-wise, that did 19 for the Blazing Kick. If we wait slightly, what happens? Okay, still 19. So it's gonna be you know, pretty long for it to be um, to hit there, because they can't get up from grounded instantly. But if you do it right at the start, it looks like we can get it to actually register as a combo. Is it bufferable? Is it not? Is it part of it? I can't quite tell yet. But yeah, just a second ago it did show combo and it was for the same damage. So 39 with the command throw to blazing kick. Let's see. Game volume still high. I'll try and drop it down a bit here. Oh, maybe I have the. Okay, can you guys hear me better now? Hopefully. Sorry, this is my first time streaming on YouTube and haven't used OBS in a long time, so I'm still kind of getting stuff worked out as far as the audio and stuff like that. Okay, do you need to wear a suit to play Lee? Yes. We want to express the elegance. We want to spread elegance and kindness throughout the world. But seriously, short side note, play Tekken and play Lee like the way I want to play my life. The goal is to play a beautiful game. I don't know, I don't find it as fun to win with characters where it's just like, okay, I have a couple really strong buttons, let's just push them out. Like, I want to find cool tech and be able to apply it in specific situations. I want people to be like, when they're watching a match, like, oh, that hits, that works, like, amazed and like having fun. You know, I've had tournament games I win where I feel like I need to go home and take a shower, and then others where I lose, but I pulled out all of my tech and had like a really good opponent, and it was a good match, and like I feel good after that. I would rather lose a beautiful game than win and be like, but at what cost? So, yeah, kind of Lee Chaolan philosophy for life. Try and do things elegantly. Play a beautiful game. Okay, so let me actually check the things I wanted to be testing. So, first, Hitman cancels. Do I notice any difference with quarter circle back? Okay, here's normal. It looks like it's about the same. So normal. Yeah, looks like we still get a little faster recovery. So we'll have to see if that works on blocks. Yeah, we can still buffer Silver Tail out by swinging, whoops, down, back, down, down, forward. Let me put the command thing on it so we can see. Restart position. How do I hit that though? Sorry, I'm not really used to the menus here yet. What was I even looking for? Damn, I got old. Punishment training combo challenges. List sample combo. I forgot what I was even looking for. Oh yeah, display settings. Command history display. Alright, heads up display? Sure, I think we got that. Opponent attack info. Opponent frame info. I think we're fine on that. Okay, so now you can see my inputs on the side. So we recover a little faster, it looks like, still with the quarter circle back input. So that seems to be the same as before. We can still, so there you can see I slide from like down back to down forward and right kick in the buffer period. And if I do that instead of Hitman 4, I'll get Silver Tail. Though I'm not sure how useful that's gonna be. I guess it's got like longer range than Hitman 4 now. Maybe a little, but it sounds like Hitman 4 I think became like minus 13 on block. Standing block, let's go block all. So, ooh, that was minus 12 at range. So it might be better at tip range too. Yeah, minus 13. Oh, and did you see this? Whoops. So we kind of stop the animation when... Oh, no, he goes through. Never mind. I'm on crack. Yeah, it's not great range, though. So we get +4, +4. What about right at tip? +5. So it does get a frame better at tip range. But where I think like Silvertail has a little more range, maybe not. What are we on Silvertail? So still sorry, I can't press buttons in my old age. Let's do uh-oh. Depends on what the cancels are like for defending out of Hitman now. So I might need to pick a person with a... I guess Paul has I-15 launch with his hop kick, right? Back forward has no tracking even on Hitman. That's not great. We have this, I guess. 20 frame startup, 21 frame startup, and it tracks. On counter hit, it'll give us stuff. Oh yeah, that was something I was gonna... So what does this do? Oh no, it pushes them face forward. That's unfortunate. I was hoping we would run in from behind there. I'm missing that. Yeah, so it looks like there's still no buffer after these. I think I can hit there. I'm not doing this before he can tech, otherwise it would keep pushing the combo counter up. There we go. So yeah, I guess in heat he does have that there. Or, I wonder... Nope. I think that's too slow. Oh, and then I would have to heat dash, right? Oh, it didn't let me heat dash after that when he was in juggle, I think. Does down forward 2 launch crouch? That is a good question. I'm thinking no. It'd be kind of dumb if it did, just because we already have up forward 4 also at I-15. And usually when it does launch crouch, what happens is it means it's punishable on block. So let's put crouching first. Yeah, it doesn't launch crouch. So if it hits crouch, we end up at +4. You can do a mid, or if you think they're going to press for some reason, you can down 4 to try and fish for that, or if you think they'll try and crush. So down forward 2 doesn't launch crouch, but it's still safe on block. So this is a safer option. It does look like he goes down in the animation a little, so I wonder if it might still high crush. This is something to notice too. Uh, if I tap up forward 4, he just jumps. But in a jump animation, he actually crouches before the jump. So if you hold up forward a little bit before you press the 4, you can go under stuff to a little bit to crush with it. Okay. Opponent is quite close to Lee, even on Hitman for back 4-3. Let me oh, whoops, sorry, my stick was stuck. There's a very old lever. I made this in 2009, so I don't feel like the opponent's too close there. Can still do that. Still got the... Oh, punch parry input changed. It's back 1 and 3 or back 2 and 4. I was trying to do back in both punch. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, like, I don't feel like frame and distance-wise I'm going to be too bad off of the cancel to Hitman there. So, let's see. Let me check what other things I wanted to test. So, oh, let's just check frames real quick for... So, this seems to be worse than it was. It used to be minus 12 to Hitman. I'm wondering if they'll let us block immediately, at least. So we used to be able to get it down to minus 13, and it looks like that's going to be an impossibility now. So Silvertail probably got worse. What happens on counter? Do I get slide? I guess slide is my main thing. Oh no! Let's try... But they might outrange that if they go back. Stand up, wake up backwards. No, it still hits that. Okay, so off of Silvertail now. What if I hit it range too far? If you're at range on Silvertail counter hit, you probably want to slide. If you're a little closer on it, like here, it should still work. Crouch cancel with up neutral and then to blazing kick. What about... Ooh! Wait a second. That's not bad! Okay, so... It looks like if we hit Silvertail to Hitman... Does it do that even if they just stay completely grounded? Let's go to nothing. Yes! Okay, so if we hit Silvertail counter hit to Hitman, then we get Hitman up forward 4 into that. Let me set the wake up to stand. Can we get blazing kick there? Oh, it's so close. I feel like I won it. Oh, come on. Yeah, so I'm not sure if blazing kick is actually fully bufferable now, but yeah, but still, that's nice. We do get to that, but the thing I'm worried about is so it says minus 14 now, and it said minus 12. And so it used to be all Hitman cancels to block holding back took an extra 2 frames, and then you could block on the third. And if you went through the quarter circle back for the quick cancel, it took 1 extra frame, and you could block on the second. So minus 12 meant that we took an extra for the cancel through quarter circle back at 13, and we could block I-14 with it. But now that its frames seem to be the same on normal, minus 14, or on Hitman, minus 14. It's really important we be able to block immediately. So at best, it got 1 frame worse than if we were using our cancel. So quick question, guys. You would know this. Does Paul have a well, he has a 15 frame Punisher. Does he have a 14? No, they shouldn't be able to tech roll the counter hit Silver Tail knockdown. I'll check real quick. Just set him to tech roll on this stuff. Yeah, they can't tech roll that. Oh yeah, and this is plus 13, but they're crouched. So this is kind of a dumb combo, but you could get this. More realistically, this. Yeah, so if you hit this, you can go into the heat engager. I wonder what the frames are. I guess it would just be this. Plus 10? What? Plus, oh, and it wall splats, right? So I guess we're not gonna like get that into jabs or something unless... Oh no, it just knocks down from behind. Oh, interesting. Wait, that was the side. And if we're here, it heat engages. But if we're here, it knocks down. Does it always knock down? No. So what if we hold forward from the back? Okay. All right. So if we're in heat, and we get a punch parry from the back, this is guaranteed. Can I pick up? No. What am I going to do with that then? Well, I guess we get that. What about this? Oh, no. Oh, they stay up when that happens. What about... But if we're in heat... Okay, let's see. Yeah, if we're in heat, we get... Wait, how many back twos was that? Why is momentum not building? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not testing stuff in order that I really need to, but, yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to test this. So counter hit. Okay, so even if we're in counter hit on the normal one, it doesn't knock him down. It just forces us in heat. Two. What does this do? Okay, that still just pushes him down. Oh! Oh! Oh, but then they can tech... Okay, so yeah, let me test this as well, too. Oh, no, they can't tech there, though. But I think here, because they're considered fully grounded there. Or something. Yeah, so... Here they can tech. But here they can't tech. Okay. Oops, not that. So that still looks guaranteed there. That was a little... I feel like timing's a little different, canceling out of Hitman now. Maybe, but I feel like if they back recover, they can get out of that. It's, yeah, if we're going to Hitman. But I don't know, Ooh, that hit late there. So if we do that, it's normally minus 13, but it was minus 12 in that instance and pretty far. Um, yeah, so that's interesting. I wonder if it'll catch the other way too. Because you might still just want to go for it anyway then. If they don't tech, then you can probably hit them there. Oh, no, but it whiffs to the other side. Okay. Yeah, heat dash. Heat dash increases hit count on combo. Yeah, apparently, because oh man, that was a lot of hits. It's like so after the float with it, just like 10 through the back 2 chain there. Lee's carry is gonna be ridiculous with this. So I mean, just stuff like I don't know, what do we want to do? Like what are we doing? Okay, that doesn't hit fast enough. We doing okay, I need to not suck at that. We'll see. We're gonna hit a lot of stuff in this, I'm sure. Um, yeah. So, God, what would that be? That's right. So, let's say one. Whoops. One, two, three, four. Whoops, I forgot to hold forward. But I think we can get into back 4, up back 3 off that. Maybe if we're close enough, back 4. Let's just try this real quick. We'll go. Whoops, I want forward, forward 3 off that. Okay. Let's just say this. So that looks pretty easy, and it's going to give us the 13 damage final hit. I'm not sure if we're close enough for back 4, up back 3. No, that was too late. So it looks like if I hit it early, it spikes him, but too late, it doesn't do that. So I don't think I can like sidestep out of it or something. I think they can tech up pretty quick there. Yeah. So I did do it earlier though, so let's see. Whoops. Oh, there we go. I got my button set right this time. Oh, I think it's because I saw something about if you go into the the heat burst in the same combo, if you use it. So if we're already in heat, then I think when we use I think then if we use this, they're floating. Yeah. But if we use the heat burst after the combo is started, they're not really in a floatable state. But let me try this real quick. If I can get that to hit, it might pop them off the ground there. Whoops. I can't press 2 buttons at the same time. I've been gone too long. Okay. Let's just do this. Yep. Okay. As I thought. So we can, in those instances, we can pop them back off the ground with Hitman to Hitman both punch. Let's see. Possible to BK, but looks JF. Back 3 is... Oh, Paul's back 3 is 14. Yeah, I was looking for a 14 that's from crouching. I'll do that test in a minute. Tekken 8, back 4 used to be... Oh yeah, Paul's been crouched. Murakumo, Evil Laughter, of course. You can do double 4 up 3 after forward, forward 3 heat dash. Let's try. That is so ridiculous. Oh yeah, so this on counter hit now. Also, tornadoes immediately. I wonder if we can... The misstep off that looks a little slow though. So, I don't know. I thought that was going to be like a good strong filler in combos, but it looks like the... Maybe only if they're like really high. The problem is too, if we do it right at the start, I'm not sure if we can even hit it off knee. But it tornadoes immediately. So we might not want to use that early in combo. So yeah, I was thinking it would be a good route, but maybe not. Wonder if we'll be able to do like dash canceled into the JF version. I'm gonna have to get better at pressing 2 buttons at the same time in this game. There are a few things I need to retrain. So this is one good thing to check now. So back 2 to... Yeah, it looks like... Yeah. I think the misstep buffer is the same as it was. Yeah, I think I'm only getting the dash when that was at recovery. Yeah, misstep looks like it's still only taking the first input. Which means I might become a dirty hitbox player at some point if I want to do that in juggles, but we'll see. Yeah, I wonder how long we can go in juggle, I guess, in this. Okay, so that's not too hard, just need to get used to it. You're hitting about when you hit him with it, or just before. Okay. So, yeah, I'll have to retrain myself on a lot of stuff that I didn't do the optimal way. Like in the really old Tekkens, I thought there was no buffer out of the back 2, but it's just it has to be on the same frame, because it only takes your first input. And then, let's see. Let's make him stand up. It's like this. As a punish, because if you get your timing down, but say you go and you're using the buffer window from recovery, so mainly this is a punish, this move. But if you're going from block and you're using the buffer window, say you're 3 frames into the buffer window, but you're pressing the 3 in your normal timing pretty soon after the jab, then what happens is between when you press the 3, because you get the extra 3 frames in the buffer window, the time before your 3 actually comes out is 3 frames later, and so it messes up your timing. But, yeah, so you can still press it slightly later, it looks like. So that's another thing I have to retrain myself on, because that'll make us more reliable in using this as a punisher. What about... Yes, that's the same. Still get that. Oh, he's wake up backwards. Let me make him stand. Yeah, I think I was on crack earlier though when I was thinking you could buffer the blazing kick. Let's see. Well, that seems to work. I wonder, because I thought they could tech roll off this. It looks like they can, but it takes a little longer than the normal tech roll. So you can probably do... Yeah, so I guess we can get that as an extender and those sorts of things. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get it there, though. Nope. Yeah, let's see. That seems pretty quick. What are 2 back 2s? 24? I should do it off of this. If I can instant while standing quick enough. There we go. 28 versus 22. So where we can, we're going to get more damage off of this. And it might be just me, but I think it's going to pop them up higher. And we're going to be able to do more from misstep there. Ideas. It really nerfed back 2 damage to 9. Oh yeah, it's even less than the jab now. It used to be the same in combos as his 2 punch. And that's 12 for back 1. So that's doing a little more. Yeah, so I'm gonna quick select a different character. So someone with a 14 frame launcher. Let's just do another Lee, I guess. He's got a 13 also. Sure, that works. Let's fight Tekken 7 Lee, because even though I love his coat, I hated Tekken 7. So, does down forward 2 backpack 4 still work? Yes. Yes. can still start with that, I guess. Oh, here's the test. Oops. Is this like Tekken Tag 2? 2 hits. Oh, there's the weird glitch where it would show, it'd give like a third hit there if you hit high in the hitbox with a Hitman cancel in Tag 2. Hey, we can go under. Yeah, so other characters can't really run under combo now. Let's see if we can still do it like that though, maybe? If we get the right timing. Ooh, does it not track enough? Oh, no, we got it. So characters have a hard time doing run under combos because if you try and run under, it does this to you. Like if you just double tap and hold forward. What if we double tap and back? Okay, so dash forward, tap back towards him. But we also have misstep. Helps us, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I guess where I'm interested in it is, can we still run under from here? And if you hold forward, it does that, so that's not what we want. That doesn't work. What was that? Was that just... All I pressed was 2. Oh, that's back turn 2 now? Oh, and it's still 8 frames. This is... Why are they like this? Why do they do this? This is so dumb. Okay, so back turn 2 is 8 frames apparently. Can we still do this? Oh no, we can't buffer in the missteps away now. But yeah, so back turn 1 and 2 appear to be 8 frames, which is dumb. They're faster than everyone's normal jab. Ayo, how's it going, Shizu? Yeah, I'm having fun, just kind of testing stuff out. So we need to do some record now. Opponent actions. Mimic? Is that record? We must have a record function, right? I can't do the big toe tech. Random block, block all, crouch. Offense, defense, CPU. Yeah, because it's not, if I'm checking the Hitman cancel blocks, it's not going to properly say if it's a punish or not, even if it technically is. Player counter, okay. The occasion for the suit is I am playing Lee, so. Pink Aaron, yeah, Lee's, it's really interesting so far. I haven't gotten super deep into his stuff. So this just does the same thing on both sides? That's very odd. I don't know why you would use that. Why can I not? If anyone knows where I can record, that's what I really need to do to test these things. Yeah, because basically how I need to set it up is so that I can basically make sure that it goes to that and tries to cancel out to block, and then try to punish it with a 15 frame punisher versus 14. It looks like it got at least 1 frame worse with our cancel, but we don't know if we can block immediately or not. Okay. Oh man, super bad at this. Yeah, I wonder how that hits from behind now. Display settings for record. Command history, HUD, opponent frame info. No, doesn't seem to be. Um, yeah, because where it would have been before, status record, restart from recorded status. But that's for like the restart for reviewing stuff. Switch position, stand in. Oh, that's for like getting into a certain situation. Like it should be up here normally. It would be like before opponent reactions would be, it wouldn't be controller, but it would be like repeat action and then you could record there. Looks like some of it might have to wait until I have another person. Point of the just frame 124 string. You can see there it goes to +5. So it doesn't do much more damage. It only goes from 24 to 26. But it gives you +5, so you have more. Oh, we still can go to Hitman off that. I thought someone said we couldn't, but we seem to be able to. And it's not 1-2-4-4 like in Tekken 4. It's just 1-2-4, and you're hitting the 4 as late as you can. So yeah, the main purpose, besides a tiny bit more damage, is your frames on hit are better. Your frames on block are the exact same. So you have -12 and -12. So it's still punishable. Shizu, this is the full game now. So it dropped about a little less than 2 hours ago. Okay, so people were worried about this. Down forward 323, because it says +13, so I wonder. So it looks like a guardable 13. Or just we're at a 14 frame range there. I'm not sure. Let's check. Oops. Yeah, we're at a 14 frame range there. I get the feeling if we're by the wall, we'll get that into a wall splat if we're already in rage. So it might be worth getting, like if you're close to the wall, you could probably get that as a thing, but yeah, this is gonna be dumb. This might be the combo we get off that mid stage. Oh, maybe they can guard. Yeah, it's guardable. Okay. People saying, have I looked at punch parry tech yet? No, I'll look at that in a minute. But I also kind of need the record function to do that properly. Is the slide nerf from 7? Yes and no. I don't think it's that much of a nerf, honestly. Not as much as some people were talking about. So, first, we're +3 on hit. On counter hit, we're +5. We get some follow-up. So the counter goes up by 2. So we can get up to +11 out here, which should be to float. So let me check this. We might be able to pick up while standing 4 or while standing 3-3 there. That was 10, but it didn't seem close enough to hit him in the head. Oh, that's kind of really hard to... But if we can get like certain Oki setup situations, it might be that we can get like some good situations, because that was 9. So we can get up to 11. I think at least if they're sandwiched at the wall, yeah, just too far there. But if they're sandwiched at the wall, we'll be able to pick up with this. If we're over a breakable floor stage, we could, break the floor with that. But his frames get better as well on the further out it is. So like, even if this is too close, but once you get past about range 2 or 2.5, all of the range back here on his slide, his frames are getting better. So we were +3 in close, we're +7 there. And actually, yeah, I think we can get to +9 is like the max. It'd be nice if we could get a 10 for our kicks. But the thing is, what I'm gonna try and find is if we can get some Oki situations where we hit from behind. Because as long as we're at least +4, I think it is, we should get this guaranteed. And we can see if they turned or not. If they turned with back, they should turn and block. And if they turned with down back, then we get this from behind. But we get guaranteed follow-up at least off of it. If we're at least +8 on it, that was 7s, they could probably turn block that. But if we got +8 on it from behind, we should get while standing 2-3. So that was +9. And from then, depending on how they turn, we get something. If they were turning down back, we can pop them up into a full frontal combo. And so at +9, this should be guaranteed out of it too. To get the silver knee out of a crouched buffer, just hold up forward and keep mashing 4. It'll come out right away. So yeah, if we had a situation where we could get like +9, that would be guaranteed. And so while standing 2-3 would give better combo from back if they turned with down back. Up forward 4 would give better combo from front if they turned using back. Oh yeah, I'm just testing stuff right now. And based on some of the old stuff we know on the system. Some of this could be BS right now, because if they change the turning frames, then some of that might not be true. But if the frames to turn holding back and frames to turn holding down back are the same, then that should be what the situation gives us. So yeah, it looks like off of this, we still get that. I saw that hits now. So, and if we're already in, then we can get to that off of it. So, like I'm wondering if we have a bufferable dash, if that's going to be possible. Oh yeah, I wondered if this pops up, because it happens different in different games. So we could hit that before, but in Tekken 7 the problem was it left them face down. Let's try with a faster move. I don't know if they go further away now though or something. Let's try from the other side. Yeah, I'm not sure if... Oh, okay, they stay face down on that. Let's try an angle. Because sometimes it would pop them up from angle too. So if I could get used to that, we could at least try like option selects on Wakeup or something again, like Tekken 6. So yeah, we'll have to test more of that stuff later. But yeah, what? Yeah, so we can't get the heat dash there. If you don't want to spend heat, I guess that's okay earlier in the match. So basically, if we're already in heat, and while standing 2-3, we can get this into the heat engager. Looks like he's a little far. I wonder if I can dash out of it to 4-3 there. Yeah, so it needs a little dash there. But then we can go into like a full combo off of that. I wonder if we can do the... Oh, whoops. That was not the one I was looking for. What do I want to do off of that? So that's still plus 13, which means at wall we can get some stuff. Yeah. So outside of heat, we get this, this. Oh, then we can dash in off that too. Yeah. Wonder about down 2 there. How's it gonna pop them up? Okay, that sucked. Wonder if back 1-1 would be far enough on that. Used to use that to change sides, and I can't anymore now. Okay, so here, here. Oops. Oh, well, you can pop them up with that back turn. Or we can reorient them with up back 3 there. Or you can immediately burn that. Oh, but then it goes into, we can only pop them off the ground with that, so we don't want to use that next. That'll reorient them. Hmm. Da, 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 da. Okay, that'll reorient him too. What's the damage between... Okay, 53, and I think the blazing kick was 55. But we can also just do this to keep it for later, if we want to back 2-4-3. And then... Oops. Yeah, so 68 and 13, 81 damage off of that. I'm sure we can get more. In fact, after this, I bet we can back 2 or back 1. There was something that it showed in practice mode before, which was like that, basically. It was recommending going forward 4-1 to that. But what about... Oops. Wonder if we can get it there. Probably not. Yeah, I don't think it's going to hit there. So, what have we got? We got this, this, this. Back 2 connects there. Okay. So... 1, 2, 3. Oops. So we just had a question. Sorry, I'm going to look at the chat real quick and catch up. Defensive training might have record. Yep, I'm going to try that in a minute. Defensive for recording thing. Definitely try that. Just going to try and get through this little part first. Lee's slide. Yeah, we went over that. I don't think it's necessarily a nerf. It's just different application. While standing 2-3 finally gets a full combo. And yes, whether you're in heat or out of heat. Like, if you're in heat, we get... this. Whoops, needs a dash there. So this dash 4 up 3, and then yeah. And whoever was asking about the back 2 combos, apparently when you're in heat, it seems like the momentum is lessened. Let's try normal actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So normal looks about the same as before. In heat, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it seems like that in the normal instances, but like after we hit with the heat smash, or sorry, not that. But when we go into a heat in a combo, it seems like it lessens their momentum pushback from it a lot. So, like earlier, I think I did like 11 hits after the starter. So as an example, so after this, sorry if I can actually perform it. Yeah, so when we're going through heat like that in a what did I do? I don't want that thing. We can get more back twos in this game. The old games used to be you could back two through aerial hit without like tailspin and stuff through aerial hit 7, and then you could back one on aerial hit 8. And if you had perfect input on them, you could sometimes get a back two on hit 8, but it was really inconsistent for match. But with the heat now, you saw I just got through basically 10 back twos through aerial hit 10 there. So we have to investigate a little bit more, like how does that affect the distance during combo and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll go this, this, this. Yeah, so like we had, more hits there as well. So we can get further out on that. And then actually also, so I should be able to back two into that in the combo. So let's see, 6, let's go 5 into forward, forward 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Yeah. Okay, I guess 4 into it. Ah, come on. Oops, I forgot to hold forward. But we should get that, and then this will pop them off. Gonna get this. Ah. Okay. Anyway, I think it'll put him in a state where we can't spike him because I entered heat within the combo. It seems that if you're in heat before it, like here, then we get some different properties off of the hit. So like in this case, I can float them because I'm already in heat. Right? But if we enter here, I can't float them there and they can tech up quicker. So in this case, I think this might be our best option. Earlier I popped him off the floor with it, but maybe I can like dash in and get closer or something there on it. Oh, nice. He doesn't have forward, forward, neutral, both kick as the delayed jumping slide anymore, so you can dash into Hitman. Forward, forward 2 after the heat burst. Yeah, I think we can do that. But it's going to use our tailspin there. The damage is good. Might not be the worst. Oh yeah, I kept forgetting to use the tailspin. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best damage finish if we're not at a wall. Back 4, down 3. But I wonder, okay, what's damage on back 4? 20? And this is also 20? Okay. Ideas. Whoops. Oh, that doesn't spike him down there for some reason. Maybe down 3 off that, but I don't know. Oops, a little slow. Now, so, oh, I wonder if the wall combo, that's when it hits low wall or something like it, that it pins them to the ground. So probably back 4, down 3. Let's see if we can get close enough for up back 3. Whoops, that wasn't what I wanted. So we might need an angle on that, if we can get one. Hey! A very slight sidestep there. And that was stand up. There's quickest option. Yeah, let's see if we can get that with the backwards. So, yeah, dash into a slight sidestep, which is basically dash to quarter circle down and then neutral. Will give you dash sidestep. And then immediate up back, or back 4. Let's try it again. Make sure they can't recover with back recovery off it. Yeah, hits that too. So it looks like when we tailspin them, if we get in far enough with a slight sidestep right, dash sidestep right, we get back 4, up back 3 off of it. So that's an old thing. Basically what would happen before is if you normally back 4, the problem is up back 3 has different frames. So we got 18, and further out it should be giving like different amounts. It's not showing it here, but there are ranges and angles where it'll hit earlier versus their wake up, and when we're perfectly aligned with them, there's a lot of space created by their legs. So we want to get like a slight angle on it. Okay. We using misstep 3-4 as a ender. Back to tag 2. I don't know. Does it have like better range or something? I mean, there's still forward 2-1. Does 34. This does less damage. That's 20. So what I was talking about in my video, if you remembered, it was you can dash into it, and if it's very, very late in juggle momentum, you've broken multiple walls or something like that, the one on this usually misses, at least in like Tekken 7. But you could get dash, and then this would end and get both hits late in the momentum. So there might be some fringe cases, but I don't think it's going to be the normal one. Not just you who drops combos all the time. Yeah, I'm also not using my normal stick, and I've just been away for a long time, and yeah, getting used to mechanics and stuff. There was one point in time where I was very good on my execution, but now is not that time. Okay. It's good to see you in here, Shizu. If you haven't left yet, have a safe journey. Hope you enjoyed Japan. Okay. So, yeah, I wonder how far out we can get on that. Sorry, I promise I'll go to the defensive soon. Whoops. Yeah, I feel like when you start getting too many hits in, though, we might not be able to run in deep enough for the up back 3, but we could still get down 3 at least. And the damage is still good. Up back 3 does, I think, like 3 more in that situation. Okay, so. Let's try standing, because that'll be the most obvious one if we get it or not. Whoops. Feel like I could have gotten it there, but I missed execution a bit. Yeah, I didn't get the side step. Yeah, so still guaranteed at least out to there. What was my damage on that before the up back 3? So up back 3 did 16 there. So 70, it'd be 86 anyway, if you get that where it's guaranteed. I mean, it's not critical to get the, it's probably 3 damage, so I think it's 16 on the up back 3, 13 on down 3. We can check. Yeah, 13 on down 3. So it's only a 3 damage difference if you're worried about hitting that. The other thing is we can probably hit the down 3 from further out, and I think the back 2 is doing like 3 damage a hit there. Oh, 1 damage. The scaling's so high on that. Let's see, so 58. Yeah, it's only 1 damage per hit at that point. So yeah, maybe worth, but it's kind of got to get really used to that execution with dash sidestep. Something I got to practice too. Okay, so finally, let's check the defensive mode thing a little bit. Training mode, defense, CPU action 1, record. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna go. Oops, wrong. No. Record again. Okay. So, let's check the 13. Okay, and then how do we? Oh, I gotta press that. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go Oh, I need to make him block. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, so that gets hit, which is, that's what it should be, minus 14. Yep, gets punched in the face. And then let's try the Hitman version. Probably same thing. Can't cancel anymore. Yep. So, Silvertail's worse than before in that aspect. We can't. So let's try 15 and see if it can at least block on its first frame in that case, because the canceling out to block from Hitman always used to take longer. So we're gonna go. Let's use that, and we'll go. Okay, so it's normal, minus 14, blocks the 15. So that's what we're looking for. Let's try Hitman. Okay. So Hitman canceling to block now, it looks like they did to this what they did with down 3 before. So it'll block on the first frame of recovery from Hitman now. But we used to be able to make certain moves like that Silver Tail 1 frame quicker, because we would recover 2 frames earlier, and then if we did the slide cancel, we only used 1 to cancel out. So yeah, that's new there. Hey, welcome to the chat and stream. All right, what else did I need to? Let's see. So there was that. Let me check real quick what else I needed to test. He engages pressure, punch parry stuff. Oh yeah, so that would also be in defensive. So let's check if our frames are the same on turning. Okay, so gonna record. And he's gonna go da da da, and he's gonna hold back. So he's gonna turn using back. So this used to get hit by moves up to I-13, and it would block I-14 or later. So let's test. Whoops. Oh, I forgot. They changed the punch parry input. Is that not parryable? I can't parry that anymore. That used to be a parryable string. Well, I'm going to have to record something else then. I guess we'll just do 2 jabs. And then hold straight back. Okay, so it still doesn't turn him versus I-10. It does turn versus I-11. It does block 14. And it does get hit by 13. Okay, so frames are the same there. That means down forward 4-4 is going to be guaranteed. So you could do that out of it. And if they go to turn with down back. Okay, so go det, turn with down back. Let's see what options we get out of this. Because this is the thing where this move changed a lot. So that doesn't really do much for us now. I think it's +5 on the second hit. Yeah. So I'm not sure what they could turn and defend before jabs after that. I mean, you could get a little mix-up, because if you do this, and then you can delay the last hit, if they do turn around face forward, it would hit like that from the front, but I don't think it's really worth it. So they can... oops. So this still works versus a down back turn, but they'll block it if they hold back. Oh. Okay, so hopefully they quote-unquote buffed that, because when they added more pushback on forward 2-1 to try and fix the wall splat situation, one, it didn't fix the wall splat situation, and two, it took this away from when we were back turned. So that might be a mid option off of that if you want to gamble instead of just taking your punch parry 4. Whoops. Keep forgetting it's not back both punch, back 1-3. Or back 2-4. Okay, so that still hits from the back. That's not gonna hit. And that does not heat engage from the back, or I don't think so. I held forward. Okay, so that'll reorient him face forward. And if we're already in heat... Oops. I think it was grounded though, right? We can't float. Yeah, so he gets grounded state there. We still have a guaranteed down forward 1-2-2. Which is, because there's no buffer, it can be hard to follow up. Whoops. So you can get that. That's 38. Let's see what 3-3 is. That should still work. 39. So if you're not in heat, it's definitely going to be better just to use 3-3. And if you're in heat, honestly, it's a lot to spend just to. Oh, I had an idea, but it's going to be really hard. I don't know if we can even do it without the buffer. Oops. I was thinking like there to forward 3, but we have no buffer there, so I'm not sure it'll work. Because I don't think you also have to have something that catches really low, because I don't think forward 2-1 catches from there either. Oh wait. So. Because we have this, right? I thought we had it on just the second hit too. Okay, so let's try this. That was weird. That's gonna be hard. If we can get it to actually combo, and then we could run in off of that. Okay, so this is really a lot of work for probably a small combo. But that and then hopefully the last kick hits. I need to just frame it. that's what I need to get off of it. Oops. Ah, it seems to whiff. I'll test more later. We'll see if we can get some stuff like that. But at least forward 2-1 seemed to lead to blazing kick. If they're crouching. Oh god, the run under is really weird. Wonder if oops. Maybe forward, forward, 4. Gotta get it a little earlier. Whoops. Yeah, but anyway, so that should work from there, and the other things. So I'm just gonna go to. Let me re-record so he tries to stand up after that. This can't be duh, 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 and then hold up. Okay. Damn it. Keep inputting the wrong one. Back in 1-3 now. Oh! Okay, still hits him from behind there. Yeah, before it used to hit from behind if they try waking up like that, but holding back it would hit them, but it would be from face forward. So let's record that real quick. Okay, so punch, try and turn like that, and then hold back. Oh, that might outrange it now. That sucks. Ah. Let's see if we can hit with something else there. Uh. Yeah, so we can still hit him. This can be out of range. Oops. Yeah, I hate how sometimes it turns the camera there and sometimes not. Oops. I don't know how late they can block in the back recovery here. Or how early. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Can at least get forward 3 there, should hit any movement. If they stay down, then they can kick you, but that doesn't sweep you anymore. So that might be one of the things to try there. So let me check chat again. It's been a little while. Did they remove Silver Cyclone just frame? I'm guessing no, but let's try. Maybe they did. Okay, so there's one of those sections where stand up should hit from behind. So still, if we walk to the side and get that, that should hit from behind. if they stand up. Whoops. This is nice because it pushes them slightly to the side, so if you get to like here, or just a little further, you can already use it because it'll kind of push them back like that. Looks like the timing's pretty tight here though. I bet I could get that. Dash forward 4-1. And then if they try waking up backwards, that should give a launch from the front. Yep. So this situation is still here, and basically you get to doing this, and then you just look at what way you hit them. And if it was in the back, you can go under with forward 4. Seems to be the run under option. Yeah, we already saw about while standing 2-3 to heat. So there's, if you're already in heat, you can do forward 3. And then go to our combo from there. And actually, let's see what we can do on that. Huh. Wonder why that's not hitting. Yeah, so we can take routes there if we already have our heat on. We start with forward 3. And if we don't have it on yet, then we can start with the heat burst into that. So yeah, whether he's in heat or not, as long as he has heat to work with, then he can juggle off of that. Yeah, so one of the things you were asking is a little bit ago, but normally like in Tekken 7, I would record this to do my punch parry, and it seemed like it couldn't be punch parried this time. Unless I was just pressing wrong, because it is a different input now. This too will be interesting to use. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna check my list real quick. Other things to test. Yeah, it feels like Hitman cancel is the same. We only get the first input. So if you press the back 1 wrong, where the back comes 1 frame earlier, then we don't get anything out of it. I need to have them on the same frame, which I'm not super used to yet, because I always, like, you can see I had multiple 1 presses there, which is how I used to do it. But I am, let's see. Yeah, one of those is on the same frame, one not. So I need to retrain myself in that, especially because the way I did it, if I got it on the first press before, then I wouldn't get the just frame there. But if we want to do stuff like linking it to this, you need the just frame version, so I have to retrain myself for how I do that link. Slide is quite steppable. Yeah, like, it used to be too, unless it was in your face. Like, if you were out here, slide used to be fairly steppable, I felt like. But if you were here, then he'd, like, catch you on the hip as he's going by. Which... Let's try... That might be interesting. Actually, that might be bad for us. Because I think it's still -3, and it realigned them, and they're on our side or back. Nah. That doesn't seem super good. Yeah, I'm not sure what I think about that. It's probably character dependent on what they have from there. But if we're like, so we'd be minus 15, even on hit plus 3, but from here we can't do much. And then on block, if we're, what is the block again? Like minus 15? Yeah. So if they block on that tech, we're like minus 15 right here, like, I don't know. Like, another Lee might get like this to juggle or something. Uh, uh, back 3-3 doesn't just jail. So when those numbers pop up, it means it's a natural combo. So, oh, but I did hear sometimes when you block low, it pushes you up to a jailed second hit with a lot of character stuff in this game. So, let's try crouching and then crouching. So I should just stay crouching. Oh, well, that was hit. So, yeah, on hit, it's going to be natural. Let's try crouch block. Yeah, so it doesn't force them to block the high on the hit, but it's natural combo now. So if they get hit by the first one, they can't crouch the second because they just get natural comboed by it. It forces them up. So that's actually going to be real strong because with the misstep, especially, so it's -1 here, but with the misstep, it's +4. And they're crouched, it looks like. Oh no, that's just because he's going back to crouch. So they're standing. Um, so like if they don't crouch after that, block all. So if we're +4, I mean we can beat their jabs with this. Uh, okay, so it looks like that only heat engages on hit. But yeah, so like if we're +4, our down forward 1 beats even their jabs. Um, this now is they still won't let us dash out of that properly. They still haven't fixed it. Jeez. But yeah, if we're +4, we have a 12 frame throw. I think that's going to be strong. Got this, this, this. Um, yeah, so that'll. There's various stuff we can get from that. Yeah, so back 3-3 is natural combo now. So it's a natural combo low high. Uh, 14 frame will trade with jab. Wonder what these are on counter hit, because it might be that you could also bet on a trade. Oh, but we'll get this out of that. Yeah, we might be able to bet on a trade and see if there are situations where we can come out ahead of them. But yeah, down forward 4 will be even their jabs in that case. We of course have our high options. I thought there was like a 2-kick version of the just frame, but maybe not. Yeah, maybe just the third one. Let's try that again. I can't hit that from there. Maybe. Can they tech up? Oh, yeah, like, I had tech set. And they didn't tech off of that. Okay, so that seems to be guaranteed. If we're in heat, and we hit 4-4 just frame 4. Oops. because we can't pop them up to combo. They're like grounded basically. But we can Hitman up for. Oh, that was not good though. So I guess Hitman further back. Whoops. I keep trying to go to Hitman with back 3+4. Yes, we should get that. How much is that in total? That's a lot of damage. So we have 31. Oh man, let me see that. Let me see that. From behind. Plus 13. Oh. Okay. So apparently this is a thing. Whoops, that was an accidental find, but oh man. Um and then in juggle does that do the same thing again? So okay, this is going to be real dumb. But I think we can get it. Okay. So if for some reason you hit them waking up from behind, that oh, I want to be in this first. Whoops. Then down forward 4-4 dash Hitman up forward 4 up back 3. I'm missing this. Oops, not that. Start with Hitman up 4-4. Okay, so if in Oki we hit him here, we get. It's hard with no buffer. I need to practice that again. So hard to time. Oh, but it didn't push me in there. I still can, right? If I hold forward. Oh, I think we can get to a proper combo off of that. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. This is definitely going in my first combo video whenever. Okay. This. Ah, man. Okay. Oh, wow! Wow! Okay. So, we still keep the tailspin on that too. So that is that's gonna be beefy. Okay, so yes, if we are in, if we're already in heat, and we get the punch parry, and you want to bet on them turning down back, even though we don't have this anymore, it looks like the option now is to go for this. If they turn high, you still get 3 hits. Oh wow, they made that -10 on block. That used to be like +1 on the 4th hit. So this was -7, and if they blocked this one, we were better before. It's like -1 or +1. But anyway, yeah, apparently if we down forward 4-4 in the air and get that heat dash there, then we still have our tailspin available too. And I think we're still in. Oh no, we're not in heat. It spends the rest of our heat. But then that means we can basically like get the dash in. I did 4 up 3 back 2, right? And then could get that from there. Dash, sidestep right, up back 3. Like I think there will be good damage from that. Check something just real quick. I think I might have to go in a couple minutes and then I'll be back later. Okay. Yeah. So I do have to go in a couple minutes. I'll review some of the notes and things I've forgotten to test so far. Um, but yeah, uh, it's been good. Hopefully, this has been helpful for a lot of people so far. Just getting some ideas for things. And yeah. Oh man, I need to practice this. It sucks not having the buffer period there. I didn't sidestep enough, but basically like that. Like, I think we're gonna get some good damage off of this stuff. And because they were spiked there, scaling is back to, less on the ground. So, yeah. So I'm definitely gonna be looking for some Oki situations where if they wake up wrong, that I get uh, Hitman up forward 3 in the back. Because that's a lot of damage. Maybe like, so it looks like it was off of this, right? It was da. Oh, no. When we're in heat, I see. So never mind. We can't use it there because our heat's going to be gone. But if we can get some situation, what does this do from the back? It just pushes him face forward. That's right. Can I? Oh no, that always pops him up. So, do we? Oh, we need to finish the 5th hit there. Okay, so we don't get the BT pickup combos that we used to anymore off of that. Um, but yeah, let's see. That might be a problem. Yeah, that's not gonna work there anymore. So that's unfortunate. But we do have forward 3 should hit any wakers after mistrap. Just need to time it right. Including back wake up. So if we can get used to that, that's gonna be strong. Because if they wake up, we're gonna get a whole combo off of it. And it should work the same thing too, if they wake up backwards. Oh, but it seems to work differently if they're going backwards. Um, yeah, that was really early. I think it was like semi-grounded. It was considering hitting them, but yeah, we'll have to test with that a little more. I'm not sure we get much after if they recovered with back recovery there, but yeah, that's too slow. That's gonna be too slow. Yeah, we could get this, but like we saw, then they can back recover after that. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh no, the dream is dead. Yeah, so we'll see for some of this stuff later. Um, yeah, I see Nilly's back in here. Nilly, you're back. Okay. I'm gonna show you just a couple things real quick. So, if you missed it earlier, Nilly, um, oh, this is high on that hit. Oh, we have no mid after that anymore. Okay. Yeah, we can't go mid high or low high, but there's always a high final hit there. Okay, so here's what I found before I go. Now that you're back. Uh, so late-ish in combo to tailspin, we can get run in. So dash sidestep. So it's basically like you go like you can see in my commands there, forward forward, and then it's like quarter circle down from forward. We'll give a dash sidestep. And then you can back 4, up back 3, mid stage. So you can do it with stuff like this. Oops. Sorry, I'm bad. So with a slight sidestep in there, we can get to, I tested with both stand and back recovery earlier. You can get, so that the up back 3 works and it's guaranteed. So I think unless we're like really, really far out in our juggle, if we're not going to wall, that's going to be maybe our optimal finish. And it depends a little bit on, like after that heat burst, our back 2s are only doing 1 damage. So that 3 extra damage is equivalent to 3 back 2s. In other combos, it might be a little different. Like if we go into our heat first. Whoops, need to dash there. I didn't get far enough to the side that time. Let's try. Yeah, I need to get further to the side, but it should still work there. Yeah. So, yeah, that's one of the things I found. I think that's going to be our max damage finisher there, is to get in like a very short sidestep into back 4 and up back 3. Yeah, if they do want to press kicks like an idiot, then we'll probably get this off of it too. You'll get the counter hit. If they press like the down kick even, it should float to a tailspin. Like if they want to do the toe poke kick or the 3+4 reaction, that'll re-tailspin them into another combo. So I think that in those cases is a lot better than the down 3 finish. But yeah, so that's it for now and where we're at. I also found this. If you're still watching, Nilly, blink twice if you're there. So this is still plus 13 from behind, which means if we get Oki situations where they stand and do it, we get that, and this is really hard to time. Whoops. But we're gonna get like a combo off that. Though you notice with the scaling, it was like 13 hits, 54 damage. So, you know, might not be the best, but I think that'll be really interesting to see situations with that. Yep. So that's all for now. I'll test more later. I'll be back in maybe like an hour and a half or something like that. Gonna get some food, do a raid real quick with my guild in WoW, and yeah, I'll be back. I'll check over my notes. I'll see the things I've forgotten to test so far, especially as far as mechanics. We're probably going to start looking at a bunch of wall stuff as well, because I haven't done too much on the wall yet. So thanks for coming, everyone. I enjoy the support. I'd really like to get to where my YouTube can make a couple bucks on the side, and all I need right now is watch hours, basically. I have enough subscribers, but just didn't upload anything for years. So, yeah, if you want to like, comment, and subscribe on any of my videos, and in the next few days, I'll try and get some mechanics videos and things like that with this sort of stuff out. So I'll be streaming a little more later because I'm just in the lab for now. I don't have enough knowledge to, make a video on parts yet, but we'll get there. So thanks again. Thank you everyone for joining and having a watch. I'll see you all soon. Take care.